The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
You talk about getting off to a hot start, a shutout right out of the gate. Think of the carryover headed into this one, the residue of that game. That means excellent practices, guys alert, ready to go. They'd love to hang a second one right here, right now.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Caught on the right side by Jones. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Mahomes throwing on 4th. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field. Second one.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 9-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. On first down, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Setting up to throw on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Chargers 9, Chiefs nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As we all know, Kansas City loves speed at the wide receiver position. And Marquez Valdes-Scantling, he's averaged over 17 yards per catch for his 4-year career, and he runs a 4.37 40. But Patrick Mahomes is a quarterback. Expect that speed to translate into big shots downfield.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Chiefs had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say for the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
15. Yellow.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes caught. Kelsey, left side.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And again, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Attack, attack! Hey, dribble it, dribble it! 15, 15! 43! 43!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Butker's kick here is good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run the offense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Allen's got it complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Pickens on the slant.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Herbert. And that is caught. but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Another shot from the 9.
Big year, and it's paying off.
Sports halftime report. Coach.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Finding Williams once more, complete. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Herbert on first down now. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Hey, Rimley, Rimley! Hey, Rimley, Rimley!
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Kelsey out in the slot right. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Play action. It's Herbert. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Well, this is caught by Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Herbert back to the air.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Attack, attack! Yellow! Come back!
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Mahomes now to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Butker on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away.
Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Herbert off of play action. Steps away. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Herbert now.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To the air again, Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end, Parham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Herbert going to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time.
This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Right back to him on first down. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and this brings up a 3rd and goal.
That was an excellent come from behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Chiefs, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.